Hi, the last video on common purpose ended with the requirements for active association. There are 5 requirements that the state has to prove in order to prove that an individual who was part of a group acted in active association, that he was aware of the crime being committed. So they are or were determined and held in State versus Mekadesi and others, a 1989 case in South Africa, where it was decided that there are 5 requirements that the state has to prove in terms of to prove active association in common purpose cases. So these are that the accused had to be present at the scene. Now this is different from common purpose prior agreement, because with common purpose prior agreement, let's say it's an armchair killer. That is someone who simply just sits at home and doesn't necessarily or does not appear at the scene of the crime. He simply just gives orders. That person doesn't have to be at the scene of the crime. He doesn't have to be present. But with active association, common purpose, you have to be present at the scene. So that's a big difference. So if you want to be found guilty of common purpose active association, the state has to prove that you were present at the scene. One of the big cases dealing with common purpose active association was, or let me give you an example. It would be a case, as I said in the previous video, where you would walk in the street and you would come to a scene where a person is being thrown with rocks, or people are using objects and throwing it at the specific person lying on the ground. And you have been walking with your friends to that specific spot, and it has not been planned. Let's say there was just a scuffle that happened between the 2 groups approaching each other, and you now need to decide what's going to happen as an accused. Are you going to, or as a person, part of that group, are you going to proceed with also harming the other group? Or are you going to withdraw or dissociate? And that's actually one of the defenses of common purpose. For that defense to be a solid one, and for you to be able to prove that defense, you need to withdraw and dissociate quite soon and immediately, before the fatal blow is landed on the accused. And it's important for you to report the crime, to go to the police. You must show the court that you truly dissociate and withdraw from a specific scene. But to come back to the requirements that must be proven by the state, is that they need to prove that you were present at the scene. So if you are far away and you've run away and you're not there, and they then decide to murder the person of the other group in half an hour, the state cannot prove that you were present at the scene, because you weren't. You ran away. You might have been part of that group initially, but there was no prior agreement. So they must prove presence. So they must also prove that you were aware that the person would be killed. So if you're just part of a group approaching another group, and let's say there's only one person of the other group that remains, the 3-4 other members of the other group runs away, and it's your group who are 4 individuals versus one of the other group, but you also decide to run away, then you're not necessarily aware that the person will be murdered. Remember, with common purpose prior agreement, there's a plan that you go to Pick n Pay, for example, and you rob, and then a murder might ensue. Here, it's simply just you walking in the street, you get to another group, and then things happen. Murder might not be foreseen. So you might not even be aware of what's going to happen. But it's important that as the accused who has been charged with murder can raise the defense, I actually withdraw, or I dissociated. I ran away. I was not present. I was not aware. So the state will not be able to prove that this individual should be found guilty of common purpose active association. But that's the second requirement, aware. Then there must also be a common purpose or common cause with the others. The common cause in this case would be the accused must have the intent to murder. There must be a common cause with the others, to harm, to murder, to rob. Okay? Then there must also be conduct. The accused must be involved in some form of conduct to harm the deceased, in this case, who is eventually murdered. As we use the example of the person, one of the group members who runs away, or this accused who has been charged with common purpose active association, the state will not be able to prove that there was conduct on behalf of the accused. They might be able to say that he was walking with the group, but his defense will raise the fact that he was actually running away and was not involved in the final blow that murdered the deceased. Then the last requirement that was raised in Megedesi is that of mens rea. Mens rea refers to the intent of the accused, of the offender, the mental state of the offender. And once again, it will be difficult for the state to prove that this offender, or at least this accused, who was at the scene of the crime only very briefly in the beginning, who then actually ran away, it will be difficult for the state to prove that this individual had the mens rea to murder the deceased. So, active association is very complex for the state to prove, but in most cases, they will look at, in terms of the eyewitness testimony, they will look at the time of the commission of the crime and when these individuals were there at the scene. But because it's all about the conduct of the individuals at the scene. It's not very broad and wide like you would have common purpose prior agreement. Because common purpose prior agreement can happen months, years before the event takes place. But with active association, it's at the spur of the moment when many crimes in South Africa actually occur this way. Because you have individuals who would drink, individuals who would become frustrated with other individuals, and then a crime takes place. There is not necessarily any prior agreement. So it's important for our state, as the National Prosecuting Authority, to prove either prior agreement or either active association when they deal with common purpose cases. Thank you so much.